Hi, I'm Stephanie and I'm a massive music and movie collector, and today I wanted to have a look through my Lana Del Rey music collection. Here are all of her albums that I currently own. She's one of my favorite artists. I've been a fan since 2012. I think it was after Born to Die came out. And since then, I have been listening to her non-stop. First album I have is Born to Die from 2012. The first Lana Del Rey song I think I heard was Video Games, and then Summertime Sadness, like on the radio. And after that, I was naturally drawn to the album. I love this album so much, and every time I listen to it, it brings me back to certain times, but also there's so many new things to discover. But I can say that honestly with all of her work. Here's the inside. I think that today my three favorite songs on this album are probably Off to the Races, Dark Paradise, and Radio. A National Anthem will make it 4. The next one is Lana Del Rey, Born to Die, the Paradise Edition, which is sort of like a double album, but it's just like the deluxe version of Born to Die. So it's got the original songs on it, and then over here we have an extra disc with extra songs, which I always appreciate. I think my three favorite songs from Paradise as of today are Ride, Gods and Monsters, and Body Electric. Now we have what is possibly my favorite Lana album. It depends on the day, but I love this album so much. This is Ultraviolence from 2014. I just think that most of these songs and a lot of Lana songs are so dark, but I guess part of her artistry is romanticizing things, and we all know that. But I think more so on this album, I remember hearing it and being like, oh, this is like very intense, but in a good way, because, you know, we need that. There's the disc. My top 3 on this album as of today is going to be West Coast, which I don't think will ever not be in my top 3, Cruel World, and today Old Money. Now we have Honeymoon from 2015. The thing is with this album, it's also pretty underrated, I think, in terms of the general thing I see with Lana, but it's a great album. I very much associate this album with a particular holiday I took near the beach, and so literally just reading through this track list right now, I'm like, I literally remember just sitting on the beach and listening to this album. So I enjoy that association. Here is the back. Here is the inside. I think today my top 3 on Honeymoon are going to be Salvatore, Music to Watch the Boys To, and Swan Song. All right, now we have 2017, Lust for Life. I distinctly remember listening to this album for the first time in a library, and then I went out and got it, obviously. But yeah, we have the first album cover of Lana's where she's smiling, and then we have these stunning photos as well. And this album is so imprinted in my memory. On this album as well, we have a collaboration between Lana Del Rey and Stevie Nicks. I will say, I think my 3 favorite, again, today, going by today, I love Get Free and Groupie Love. From 2019, we have Norman Effin Rockwell. How can you fault this album? I believe this album was nominated for Album of the Year at the Grammys, and rightly so. I think my favorites today are gonna be, I could literally just say like the first 3 tracks and be like happy with that, but then we go into more that's just like too good. So for today, let's say Venice Beach, The Greatest, and Love Song. 2021, we have Chemtrails Over the Country Club. This one is also one that I haven't listened to as much as I should, but I love it, and I think there are a lot of underrated songs on there. I specifically with this one and Blue Banisters would listen to it a lot of the times when I was like trying to sleep, but then I'd like be too into it and then just have to turn it off, and because I'd be awake from the music. So there's the back and there's the disc. I think for this album, my top 3 today: Wild at Heart, Yosemite, and Dark But Just a Game. Now from 2021 we have Blue Banisters, which I think is my favorite Lana album, which makes me happy because at this point I'd been into her music for like 9 years, and it's always very surprising and uplifting, and it makes you feel good when one of your favorite artists' new output is your favorite. And that's not to say, you know, that people are putting out bad stuff at all, but when like something new really like gets you, it's like the best feeling. There's the back. This cover is the alt cover, and I'm highly considering getting the original cover album because I love this album so much. And I do love this photo, but I love the original album cover, and I got excited and got the alt one. Another reason why I love this album is because my favorite Lana song of all time is on it, and one of my favorite songs of all time is on it, and that song is Thunder. And whenever I listen to that song, I'm either screaming the words, crying and singing the words, or just weeping. I love that song, so obviously that's my top one. Then I'm gonna say Living Legend, and my third one is going to be Nectar of the Gods. My final Lana album in my collection is Did You Know That There's a Tunnel Under Ocean Boulevard, which I remember buying the day it came out, and I was so excited for it. This is also the alt cover because it's got the pink font and everything, and it has like a poster and stuff inside. There we go, this photo. This was special to me because I remember going to the store that day, getting this album and coming home and listening to it late at night, and that feels very special to me, and I think that's how albums should be experienced. And I get that, you know, we all live busy lives and it's sometimes hard to not just have music on in the background, but when you do it like this and you can just like sit and listen and focus in, I think it's a magical experience. I think my favorite 3 on this album as of today is A&W, Title Track, and Margaret. Not technically music, but special mention to Violet Bent Backwards Over the Grass, which is Lana Del Rey's poetry book from 2020. And I do need to get the CD release of this book, but I have not gotten to it yet. But I also read this book on a holiday. It may have been the same holiday that I was like near the beach listening to Honeymoon like non-stop. And I finished it in like an afternoon, and that made me very happy. That is my current Lana Del Rey collection. Thank you for watching if you made it to the end of the video, and yeah, I hope to see you again soon.